Shalom. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, and next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere. I can keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. All right, this lesson is going to be entitled, "He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart." All right. So this lesson is based off of the proverb of Proverbs 11 and 29. Okay, and I was doing some studying, and I read this, and it was very profound for me. A lot of times, okay, when you're reading different books within the Bible, there's certain things that you don't pick up on the first time. All right, but this specific Proverbs 11 and 29, is a dark saying, and I'm gonna go ahead and break it down real quick. All right, it goes into Jacob and Esau. Okay, when it says, "He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind." All right, Esau has always had a perpetual hatred for Jacob. All right, as the prophecies say, going all the way back to the time of when Jacob supplanted Esau, all right, and so-called took his blessing. Okay, so it says that he that troubleth his own house, which Esau, has had a perpetual hatred, has chased after Jacob, and has always tried to set up traps and snares for Jacob. It said that he shall inherit the wind. All right, and that wind is talking about the ICBM nuclear fire. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into that. Okay, and the second part of it says, "And the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart." All right, who is the fool? That's talking about Esau. Okay, and the wise of heart is talking about Jacob. Why? Because Jacob has the laws, the statutes, the commandments. Jacob knows or was given what is well pleasing unto the Most High. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and break this down, and a Lord's will is edifying to the elect. Okay, so I'm gonna start off here in the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and I'm gonna start at verse 36. "And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?" All right, which, Esau knew that he sold his birthright to Jacob for that pottage, okay, the uncooked pottage. But that's Esau is the wicked. Okay, so he's gonna act like he's the victim here. But anyways, continuing on, verse 37, it says, "And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made them like him thy lord, and all his brethren that I have given to him for servants. With corn and wine have I sustained him. What shall I now do unto thee, my son?" Okay, so it was already prophesied that Esau and all of Jacob's brethren, would be his servants. Okay, pretty much all the different nations on the earth will be servants to Jacob, and this is going to be fulfilled in the kingdom of heaven. All right, so now let's go to Psalms, the 50th chapter. Okay, where we talk about how Esau has troubled Jacob continuously. Okay, so this is the book of Psalms, chapter 50. Let's see. Okay, here we are, Psalms chapter 50, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, "But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?" All right, and this is part of Esau being a fool, because Esau puts away the judgments of the Lord. He doesn't follow the judgments of the Lord, the laws, the statutes, the commandments. In this society, which is being ruled over by Esau, they've pretty much done away with the laws of the Bible. All right, because Esau has a God complex and believes that his law is above the law of the Heavenly Father. All right, and that's him being a fool. Okay, that's what makes him a fool, as it says in the Proverbs 11 and 29. It says, "Seeing thou hatest instruction, castest my words behind thee." So the Lord is saying, okay, what do you have to do to declare my statutes? Why are you, acting like you're the righteous king of the earth? Okay, because Esau has pushed that out there. And another way by doing that is calling himself so-called white. Okay, when you go into that word white, and in the Greek or the Hebrew, a lot of times it means purity. All right, which Esau is really anything, all right, but pure. Okay, So it says, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. All right, slander means to make up lies, okay, to say things that are untrue. All right, so that's what Esau does, and that is literally, okay, when you go into that word devil, that's why we say, okay, Esau is a devil. We go into that word devil, in the Greek it's diabolos, all right, and it literally means the deceiver, the slanderer, okay. So that's what Esau has done. He slanders his own mother's son, which is Jacob, his brother, all right. So, going back to Proverbs 11:29, he troubleth his own house. Okay, he that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind. Okay, so what is that wind talking about? All right, well, that wind is what the Lord has the angels holding back until the servants of the Lord are sealed. All right, this is Revelation 7 and verse 1. And after these things I saw the 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, okay, the Tawah, the mark of exemption. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. All right, so, okay, that wind is being held back. Okay, the wind is being held back from destroying the earth until the servants of the Lord are sealed. All right, now what is that wind? Okay, as we mentioned, okay, that wind is the ICBM nuclear fire. Okay, this is Jeremiah 51 and 1. It says, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, okay, the daughter of Babylon, also known as the spiritual Sodom of Egypt, is ruled over by Esau. It says, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that arise up against me, a destroying wind. See that? Okay, so the Lord said, I will raise up against Babylon, and against all of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. Okay, that's what we're reading in Proverbs 11:29. Okay, he that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind. He's going to inherit that destruction. Let's read a little bit more about it. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Okay, this is when the nations, tells you in Revelation 18, all the nations are going to rise up against Babylon the Great, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. All right. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. See that? Okay. So it's talking about bending the bow. All right. The bow is representative of what? It's representative of the ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay. Bending the bow is talking about you who have nuclear capabilities, prepare to shoot your arrows upon Babylon the Great. All right. Let's go to Psalms 21. Okay. Psalms, the 21st chapter. Psalms chapter 21. And let's see. Okay. Here it is. Psalms 21 and verse 8. It says, thine hand shall find out all the enemies, thy right hand shall find out all those that hate thee. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. This is that destroying wind. Okay, the nuclear fire. It says, the fruit shalt thou destroy from the earth, and their seed from among the children of men. And we know that this is the judgment of Esau, according to Obadiah. Okay, there's a saying that is around the brotherhood. Amongst the brotherhood, we say, yeah, Esau is going to get Obadiah 1 and 18. All right, meaning that the Lord is going to destroy the seed of Israel from among men. Okay, they're going to be completely wiped out. It says, for they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. Therefore shalt thou turn them from their back, when thou shalt make ready thine arrows upon thy strings against the face of them. See that? Okay. So Jeremiah 51 is talking about bending the bow. All right, these arrows is what it's talking about. It's really talking about the nuclear missiles, the ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay, which different prophets in the Bible describe them as flying swords. Okay, let's get one more precept on this. All right, Psalms 11 and 6. It says, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and in horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. Okay, so this first part of Proverbs 11:29, this dark saying, he that troubleth his own house. Okay, Esau has constantly done evil against Jacob. All right, shall inherit the wind, and we know what that wind is. We read it in Jeremiah 51. Okay, that wind is the destroying wind of the ICBM nuclear missiles that are going to rain down fire and brimstone upon the wicked. All right. Now the second part of that, okay, is very profound, because it says, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. Okay, so Esau is known of as the fool. They're the sons of foolish men. Let's go ahead and get that right quick. All right, in Job, the 30th chapter. All right, once again, part of them being foolish, all right, is then, as we read in Psalms, the 50th chapter, that they cast the words of the Lord behind them. All right, they don't adhere to the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, this is Job chapter 30. Okay, and I'm gonna start at verse at 5. It says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Okay, and Edomites, they were known to be cave dwellers. Okay, even in the popular culture, okay, they say that. Okay, Caucasian literally means cave dweller. All right, it says to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Okay, so that once again, even if you go to Google and you look up Petra. All right. Okay, this was their original habitation. All right, and what's known of today as modern day Jordan, which different, the biblical nations have been scattered. All right, just like Jacob has, but this is Petra. All right, this is where the Edomites, originally had set their rulership up. Okay, and you can see, all right, that. What does this look like to you? This looks like Greek and Roman and even American architecture. All right, you go to the White House, any government courthouse building, this is what you're going to see. This is the caves and the clefts of the rocks where Esau hid himself. All right, so let's go back. Okay, Jeremiah 30, right here, Jeremiah 30 and verse 6. To dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. Here's the point. It says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay, but the Lord has raised them up, okay, according to the biblical prophecy, as a punishment against the children of Israel for disobedience. All right, but as it says right here, they were children of fools. All right, let's get another precept. Okay, Psalms 5 and 5. Okay, it says, the foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. All right, does it not read in Malachi the 1st chapter and Romans chapter 9 verse 13, I believe it is, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated? Okay, it verily does read that. Truly, it does read that. All right, the Lord hates all workers of iniquity. And you go into the Greek word for iniquity, it's the word anomia. All right, anomia meaning lawlessness, a condition of without law. We read in Psalms the 50th chapter, all right, that Esau cast the laws of the Lord behind him. Okay, he wants nothing to do with the righteous laws of the Heavenly Father. All right, so this is part of what makes him a fool. You see. All right, and according to Proverbs 11:29, the dark saying that we're going into, all right, the fool shall be servant unto the wise at heart. Okay, let's go to Psalms the 73rd chapter, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Okay, are they not prosperous in today's society? Who is the most prosperous nation on the face of the earth? Who has had the best military conquest record? All right, Esau, because we didn't finish reading that Genesis 27, but Genesis 27 chapter tells you that Esau had the blessing of the sword. All right, that's the blessing that he received from Isaac. Okay, so they fulfill that role very, very well. All right, they prosper on this side because this is their portion. It says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. All right, so Esau, I mean, hell, okay, I'm from the south, and you got a lot of, rich Edomite kids, where their forefathers were owners of plantations, and they sit on that old money, they buying their kids $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 pickup trucks. All right, Why? Because at least this is it right here. This is one of their characteristics. Okay, they have more than heart could wish. They got money to blow. All right, the average so-called white family, I think it was a study done, they make like 10 times more than the average so-called Negro and Latino family. All right, because that is part of the curses. All right, and it's a curse for us, and the blessing for them. Okay, so they're blessed, but they are the people of the Lord's curse to judgment, which we're going to read on. We're going to see as we keep reading down. Okay, Psalm 73:7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly. Concerning oppression, they speak loftily, so they're very proud. All right, they're non-remorseful. Okay, they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? See, this is what makes them a fool. Okay, there's another precept, Psalms 14:1. The fool have said in his heart that there is no God. All right, which they say they believe in God, but once again, it's really just an act. And if you see an Edomite that really, really does believe in the Lord, all right, most likely he's not an Edomite. He just looks like one, but he's actually an Israelite. Okay, so continuing on, they say, how does the Most High know, and is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. All right, so they have the power seat right about now. All right, it says, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. This is how a lot of jakes think. Okay, they see the ways of the wicked, but it tells you, I'm gonna get the precept, Proverbs 3:31. Excuse me. All right, Proverbs 3:31. What does it say? All right, it says, boom. It says, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. A lot of our people, they see the prosperity of the wicked and they envy the oppressor. All right, but as we're going to read on down, his end is going to be destruction. Continuing on, Psalm 73 and verse, let's read that again, verse 13. Verily have I cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I their end. Okay, and the sanctuary of the Most High is with the men. All right, the men of truth, the men that are bringing out this 100% truth according to the Bible. Okay, so we understand when you come across the men of the Lord, now you understand why the wicked rule on this earth. You understand why the wicked are rewarded. Okay, amongst Esau and even 2/3 of our own people. All right, the wicked of our people get rewarded by Esau, but now you understand why. Okay, and you understand that because you've entered into the sanctuary of the Most High. All right, it says, then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places, thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation, as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors. All right, so it's not going to end up well for them. Okay, it's not going to end up well for them, even though it looks good right now. All right, what is their end going to be? As it says in Proverbs 11:29, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. All right, that's going to be their end. And let's go ahead and close out with that. Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Okay, Isaiah chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And these strangers are talking about the Israelites, Israelite foreigners. All right, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, take who? The Edomites and the rest of these heathen nations, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And this is going to be the fulfillment of that second portion of Proverbs 11:29. And the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. All right, which is going to be the elect, the remnant. All right, so anyways, I'm going to close out with that. Okay, Yahweh Rachazah was edifying. And as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And until next time, Shalom.